Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. As it should be. We've got one more faction to poke at. And I've got a couple other side things to do. So let's do these guys.
Only the duty, courage, ever strong.
Warrior King of Ethiopia.
O bronze-armed Memnon, your distant kin in Ilion have roused the anger of the mighty Achaean warlords.
Brother, your foolish passion has doomed us.
And so you have sailed out, the spear tip of a mighty host blessed by divine Pharaoh, on a mission to aid exquisite Troy in the face of looming ruin.
I stand loyal to my kinsmen. My shield will shelter the people of Troy.
But be wary, for Rhodes does not take kindly to allies of Priam, and even now muster their forces for battle against you. Farther west, Idomeneus, king of Crete, will interpose his might ahead of you in the great theater of war between Achaeans and your Trojan kin. Take heart, great Memnon, for you are blessed by the dawn, and girded for war by Pharaoh himself. Your victory is assured.
So, our other horde faction. Yep, we have war spoils, just like What's-Her-Face did. Pharaoh's Servant. Memnon can call upon resources, reinforcements from distant regions of Ethiopia, Egypt, Canaan, Susa. Each of these regions has a large number of territories. Each territory can send reinforcements consisting of a number of unique units. Royal decrees unlock several of these. Javelin, archers, spears. Tribes, hunters, spears. Yeah, we need to be a slaver, obviously. Are we even really a marauding power if we're not slavers? Memnon does not have the same traditions of using envoys, priestesses, and spies. Instead, his travels influence of Pharaoh have attracted camp followers, people who can be persuaded to join and aid his armies. That's right, we take away jobs from the rich to give to the slaves. That doesn't sound so bad, actually. Oh, absolutely, J. Palmer. 100%. They are literally a marauding power that also, as a separate statement of that, happen to be slavers. And again, slavery is really rampant in Star Wars, to an extent where it actually kind of breaks continuity. Like, it makes little sense. I messed up at his done. You're all good, son. I apologize. We were actually supposed to start yesterday, but if I'm being totally honest, I was not doing great, and I decided to use the time to get caught up in a bunch of local things instead. I am still trying to pack in between my breaks, after all. So, let's see here. So for 40 gold, we could hurt an enemy hero to half health, just like that. So honest talk, Scion, it's certainly interesting. The aesthetic is nice, but it very much feels like a prototype Total Warhammer 3. In such a severe way that I have actually taken to comparing it directly with Total Warhammer 3. It is not as good, of course. Total Warhammer 3 was kind of crazy in how good it was. But it is certainly its own thing. Okay. So we just get these kind of things. Alright. Well, let's see how he feels in battle.
Memnon!
Let's see if we can go enslave people, because that's always the most important thing. One of the things I did mean to ask you, Sign, is when we get to our full campaign, which we'll be doing in probably about 10 minutes here, I am curious which of the 3 modes you think it would be best to do for a long-term run. Or for a middle-term run. Or, you know what I mean? Historical mythos or the way it was at launch. Well, I'm not a big Warhammer fan. Sorry, I'm not a big Total War fan, Jay Palmer.
Unflinching
So I'm actually the wrong person to ask that, truthfully.
Supreme
I
Predator!
said that.
Drumsman! Born to fight! Walls ready! Warriors of the dawn! Warriors, form up!
No.
Weapons ready!
See, that's what I was thinking, Scion. If nothing else, it'll have more, gameplay. With units like, these flying harpies. I don't think I have one preferred one, Colgrim, but if you really put a gun to my head, I'd probably say management strategy.
On the march!
Hey, Zach Taft. Something like Oxygen Not Included, something like Factorio, something like City Skylines. That's probably the type of game that just works for me the best amongst the strategy over genre. If I had to pick a second one, it would either be Grand Strategy or 4X pretty much equally. I love me some Civ 5. I love me some Stellaris. I love me some Master of Orion 4 or 2. You get it. And yes, I realize the best game I've ever reviewed is an RTS. In my defense, it's the best game I've ever reviewed, so I don't know what you want from me there. They're not budging, are they? I was so mad when Master of Orion 3 came out, TSP.
Servant of Pharaoh!
Ignoring the obvious fact that Master of Orion 3, sucked. There was also the fact that it killed off my personal favorite playable race. Just, randomly. Actually, I did notice that, Scion, because we've been bouncing around a bit for our first shift. Because, here we have, the giant... I was just looking. I don't know if you noticed. We have the giant... whatever that is in the distance. And for the basic maps, well, we tend to have nothing. If I'm going to be 100% honest, I think the visuals of the terrain are pretty lacking in this one. Again, at least in compared to something like Total Warhammer 3, which had a huge variety of incredible map design, which got a whole lot of story positives, if you remember when we were covering Warhammer 3. This is neat and all, but like this is all you're going to get in a traditional map. But in the Mythic map, we got like, wow, we got the Cerberus heads, and we got giant dead creatures, and it's cool. I like it. I really hate how the enemy is just sitting there, like, waiting for me to get in position. Yeah, okay. I don't have all day, guys. Come on. I mean, there's a lot of biomes in Warhammer 3, so that helps. I also double-checked something. This is apparently the exact same engine as Warhammer 1, specifically, not 2. So they were probably working on this. The B team was probably working on this while the A team was working on 2.
Memnon!
Egyptians, move! Time to fight!
Onwards, men! Warriors, move! Arrows at the ready.
You know, I can't even remember their names, which is pathetic. But it was the matriarchal race. Pretty much the only appearance I would ever choose back in Mastermind 2. So far, I've actually liked quite a few of them, Scion. As far as favorite, the ones that worked for me the most are Agamemnon, the Illyrians, thank you. Agamemnon and Penthesilea. Penthesilea is the one I am most inclined towards playing for our full campaign at the moment. I also liked Rhesus, Paris, Hector, and Diomedes. There's only one faction I actively didn't like, and that's Ajax. Ajax felt extraordinarily underbaked. To the point where, like, if you told me they literally didn't design it, I would believe you.
Understood. I shall.
Yeah, thank God 4X games aren't going anywhere, unlike RTS games. Am I right? Oh, there they come.
Moving.
Yeah, go ahead. Push a little bit.
Consider it done.
That's a good question, Morgan. We'll have to decide that.
Battle ready.
I didn't turn the lights off, if that's what you're asking, Mortal, but that was more for practicality concerns,
Memnon,
if I'm being
as
honest.
you wish.
Clubsmen!
For King Memnon, fear us.
Spears! Move on!
Yeah, at least we're finally getting to RTS games. The next game we're playing is a semi-modern RTS, so that's nice. So finally, after almost a decade of RTSs being functionally dead. Yeah, because we got. I was about to say we've got Age of Empires 4, Stormgate, Zero Space, Iron Harvest.
Battle ready!
Oh, absolutely, Scion. Yeah, the bones of... What are you doing? Oh my god, what are you doing?
Archers.
The bones of so many things in Total Warhammer 3 are very obvious here. Really? That's your plan? We did have Spellforce 3. We don't talk about Spellforce 3. We actually reviewed Spellforce 3. Unfortunately, it's not a current review, but it's still there.
Your warriors are losing heart.
Clubsmen, for Ethiopia.
Sira! Agnostia!
Clubsmen.
I don't remember Spellforce 3 as a current review, actually. Now to say that.
Show no fear.
Your warriors have been routed.
I'm not sure yet, Scion. There's a few options there. You keep doing your job.
Supreme Predators!
Manor Lords is actually on my personal list to poke at. We'll see if it actually does anything. I don't know. It's got some potential. But it can also screw it up very, very easily. Let's see how well Memnon duels, shall we? Stop pursuing. Stop pursuing. Blank these.
Victory is close enough to taste.
Even your gods cannot.
You're the one who'll die.
For the king! Son of fear! Take them pay! Warriors of the dawn! Sharp and deadly! Memnon!
Is he running? He's just running. Age of Empires 3. So, I've only played it once. The one time through the campaign. It was actually a friend's copy. I don't even own it. I remember it fondly, but what I remember most about it is probably going to get me flamed and burned alive. See, I was never a particularly big fan of Age of Empires 2. Age of Empires 2 always felt kind of irritating to play. It felt too much like an old RTS. It had a lot of the usual issues
Memnon!
you tend to see in those kind of games.
To victory!
Man, I want to kill this guy. Die!
I hope you have bid goodbye to your loved ones.
The enemy hero has sustained a wound.
I dedicate this victory to fair.
Just like Age of Empires 2 controls weird, and the enemy AI is just irritating to fight, you know? Like to the point where you're actively winning, but they're just being frustrating. I remember the campaign being filled with a lot of kill-all missions. Same problem StarCraft 1 had. It just... issues, right? Just issues that made AoE 2 irritating to play. Now, AoE 2 is still a solid game, and when we eventually review it, I'm sure it'll review just fine. But Age of Empires 3 felt a lot smoother to play. I didn't feel irritated playing Age of Empires 3. And that was the biggest takeaway I had from that. I didn't feel like I was pulling teeth on missions, you know? It was like, yeah! Now, Age of Empires 1... Well, let's go ahead and enslave some people. Slave, slave, slave.
Knowledge grows.
I remember wanting this more of the city mechanic, but I did like what was there.
Memnon!
Well,
Fight with honor!
let's knock this place over. Actually, no, I changed my mind. Alright,
Ethiopia.
This is... So I always try to explain the Total War series as primarily an RTS with a strategic layer to it. How good that layer tends to be varies from game to game. In something like Medieval 2, it's really, really cool. In something like Warhammer 3, it's very solid. In something like, say, Empire or Rome 1, it's threadbare, right?
Pharaoh will be pleased.
Yeah, I don't think Pharaoh cares. Are we praying to... Oh my god, we are. If we do go with a marauding power, I'm going to have to decide who to follow, because my go-to is Aphrodite, but that's for a settling power. Yeah, Age of Mythology is the one game that bypasses all of that. There are flaws and bumps in that game, mostly with regards to individual specific missions, which just aren't as designed as other ones. But Age of Mythology is solid. I did not know that, Tara. Age of Wonders, which is a completely unrelated franchise, is total garbage. I spit upon it. Okay, are all the Age of Wonders fans gone? Okay, good. I didn't really get into Age of Wonders as much as I wanted to back when it came out. And so I just kind of bounced off the franchise and didn't come back to it until I had to review one of them for a stream. At which point, it was okay. The campaign mode kind of sucked. But the random map mode was solid. So, if we're going solid shield, see, if we play as her, we're going to be straight cavalry. Favorite Civ game? I assume you mean just Civilization and not favorite 4X game. In which case, 5 with all DLCs by a wide margin. Civ 5 with full expansions is probably as solid as Civilization's ever been, in my opinion. Oh, apparently Aphrodite does give us horde growth. Costs gold, though. We don't have gold. Well, it's okay. I don't think I've played Civ 3 or Civ 4. We actually established this just like 2 weeks ago, and I already have forgotten. I liked that sound. I need to make a note of that. Look, one of the Civ games, and I can't remember if it's 3 or 4, came out when I was homeless, okay? So I didn't play it. I'm pretty sure it's 3, because I'm pretty sure I played Civ 4. 6 just doesn't have quite the same level of quality across the board, Luke. It's not like Civ 6 has Pokemon in it, and that just makes it suddenly better. Civ 6 is a very solid game, and enjoyable for that matter. But at every beat, in terms of things like interface design, or at a glance, or load times, or throughput, or religion design, or enemy stacking, or enemy design, or faction interactions, or diplomacy, it's just like one step down in every respect from Civ 5. Now, I'm going to go ahead and be heretical here. I have yet to finish a map of Beyond Earth because I was so disappointed by it. I was so excited for Alpha Centauri 2. I'm just going to say it that way. I loved Alpha Centauri. I played the snot out of Alpha Centauri back in the day. And I was like, yes! And then I played Beyond Earth, and I was like, oh. And yeah, I just kind of put it down after a bit. Now, I have never played the DLC. Never got back to that. Feels like if we do end up playing as her, we should probably go for Poseidon. Because I fully plan to go full cavalry with her. Cavalry, I can't talk. With him, I don't know. Maybe Hephaestus.
Ethiopia triumphs. We will stop here.
Well, yeah, Colgrim. I'm not playing Starfield. Oh, man. Okay. Ooh, that was expensive. Oh, that is very expensive. Yeah, let's get the cheapos here. Yes.
Heed me, wealthy men from far and wide. Son of Tithonus.
Hey, random. Okay. Let's go with that then.
Glory is
You know, it's really funny. Everyone's like, oh, thank God you're finally doing Starfield. It was one of the most popular streams I've done in a very long time. Lots of viewers and even more, well, lots of viewers and a higher percentage of chatters. They were very, very active streams. Do I ever consider modding a game to fix issues with it that cause so many issues? Oh, sorry. Do I ever consider modding a game to fix a few issues that then cause more issues? Oh my god. Run.
fall back.
Just straight run. You can follow me, buddy, but you're going to fight without your garrison if you do that. Okay. For 8 turns, we have more speed, and we gain some experience. Ooh, hey, Esmir Star. much less, J. Palmer. So much less. Where are my troops? Where are my troops? Where are my troops at? There they are. Whoop, that beep. Excuse me.
Servant of Egypt.
There we go. All right.
With pride.
Let's see how we do. It'll be fine. So, do I ever consider modding a game to fix the issues that are causing most of my problems with the game? Yes, absolutely. First of all, I'm actually extremely pro-mod in general. Now, for the show, I actually make it a point to not mod as a general practice because the point is to review the game. Mod is obviously not part of the game. But it is one of the reasons why mod support is something I care about so much when it comes to game design. For example, when I first started encountering real mod design, which for me would have been with Doom, that was just like, yes, I can make my own mods and I can make my own, I can't remember what they're called, the maps. I can make my own maps and just mess with it. It was cool. It was awesome. I loved it. And then StarCraft came out, and I got really big into the UMS scene, and, well, you get the idea. It's one of the reasons I tend to be so pro-Paradox despite everything. Paradox games have been extremely pro-mod for a very long time at this point. Alright. Good afternoon, Evo. I saw your watercolors. Very cool looking. I am super jealous.
Memnon.
Yes! Unless you'd prefer the other way around. But I figured this was the best lineup. I was actually going to do Iron Harvest first. And then I realized I should probably do this one first. Nice, chill game. Already familiar with it. Very similar to Warhammer. You know, just like a mental DGOS, right? Just chakonk. And then we'll move on.
Clubsmen.
We actually have several Vanguard units. Yeah, exactly, Colgrim. Paradox and Blizzard have been pretty pro-mod for a long time. WoW is going to get a lot of mod support positives. Possibly, like, I guess there's no game out there that will get the max possible mod support positives. Because every game that's very mod positive has like one asterisk attached to it that makes it not super pro modding. Like, for example, in WoW's case, they're extremely mod supportive. It's very, very easy to get mods working. And they give you tons and tons of tools and work with the community in order to be very pro mod. But you can't really change WoW as a game with mods. So the depth thing isn't going to be maxed out, for example.
On to fight! Bows ready!
We have just an entire array of Vanguard frickin' archers. Yay! Congrats, Evo. I am quite happy for you. Of the National Lottery Administration, of all reasons, Magister, that one. Okay, so they're holed up a little bit.
Memnon!
That means the impetus is going to be on us here. Let's make a nice wide line up here.
Moving! For our king!
So what do I think about Supergiant games? They make very visually interesting games that occasionally are actually good games too, that tend to be interesting and unique. I'm actually not a big fan of their games personally, but not because they're bad, just because they're generally not my thing. We have a lot of slingers up there. That is really frustrating.
Memnon!
I knew it, Magister.
As you wish.
Always knew. Right, the barter system. So I don't think anything about the barter system whatsoever. It reminds me of Age of Empires 2, or even 1 in some ways. Very, very, very basic. Give me this, I'll give you this. It's nice that it's there, but it's so threadbare that I honestly didn't think it even existed until you mentioned it. So I probably missed something there if there's some additional layers to it in addition to that.
Warriors, move!
The difference between the three modes. I do give them credits for patching in the other two modes. I think it's a very, very strange choice. I've said this whole time. I said it right at the beginning. The fact that the middle choice exists at all really weirds me out.
Press on!
The part pith, part realistic one. It's like, why? Of all things, why go with that? It's still, to be completely honest with you, it doesn't fully make sense to me, even as of this very moment in time. The other two modes make perfect sense. There's some players who obviously just want their historical battle reenactment, which is kind of what Total War is built on. And then there's some people who want to play, Warhammer 3, and that's cool. I'm in favor of both things, really.
Landsmen! For King Memnon! Push on! Push on!
Wait, I hope you are, Evo. Would be awesome if it was good.
Advance!
Yeah, I guess I'm just thinking of it too mechanically, Sion. I apologize. It is nice to have a trade system in a game like this. It is interesting how extraordinarily rare and valuable gold is in this.
Landsmen! Advance! Moving! Get moving! Understood. Egyptian march! For King Memnon! Moving! For Ethiopia!
Yeah, they did a lot of behind-the-scenes work with Pyre, which I'll give them credit for. Transistor, I admit I was soured on because of the ending. No spoilers. And Bastion, ditto. No spoilers. There are no flying units in this game, Evo. They do not exist. Hate it. You ever get bored of your own coughing? Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap!
Supreme Periphos.
Well, they knew I was coughing, and they took advantage of my formations to try and get me killed. I knew it.
On the march! Landsmen! Battle ready! Get moving!
Oh my goodness.
Warriors march! Memnon!
Yeah, one of these days I'll probably stop coughing. Baby God, they have so many archers. They have so many archers. It's crazy. Nope, stop. Back off.
Spears! Get marching! Onwards! Men!
The foe has sighted your hidden units.
For Ethiopia! Warriors of the Dawn! Push on! To victory! No skill! For Ethiopia! We shall not falter!
Nope, you went too far there, buddy. Alright, now let's try to capitalize on this before it's too late.
Show no fear! Honor and victory! Supreme Predators!
Sira!
This is your last fight!
Yeah, no, I'm good with coughing, thanks.
Hero is under attack.
I'm also allergic to nicotine. Go figure. Zero Noctis.
Fall back!
Yeah, I found out yesterday that Iron Harvest is actually Company Hero style, which will actually make this the first Company of Heroes game I play, unless you count Dawn of War 2, in which case, never mind.
Advance!
Your warriors are losing heart.
Clubsmen! Onwards, men! Make them suffer! You shall not falter! Die with honor!
Sira!
I'm actually
Ares, your warriors are rallying.
deathly allergic to marijuana.
I hope you have been to right your blood.
None of that for me. Thank you.
Veras! Warriors move!
Ministro e despa!
Expert bowmen!
Your warriors are rallying.
May your gods be your men! Get moving! Warriors, march! Battle ready! Warriors move!
Correct, Colbert. Again, allergies. Although, I wasn't really inclined to start to begin with, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Archers! Ethiopians, attack!
Boy!
Spears! Send them to Osiris!
No, I was born a geek, Hero. I was already cool.
To victory! Onwards, men! We shall not falter!
Sira!
Advance! Clubsmen! Warriors march! Memnon! You cannot win! Attack!
Kyros!
Fear us! Forward, men!
Reis! Zina!
Very true, Evo. Very true. actually.
Your warriors have been routed.
Oh, I can never be a nerd.
Landsmen! For Ethiopia! For Ethiopia! Gloria wins! The pride of Ethiopia! For Ethiopia! The pride of Ethiopia! Moving!
You're just straight up running. They're just straight up running while we're beating on them. That's great.
Vilameda.
See, that's why you don't have hair, Yura. You gotta think about things like these. To you.
Memnon! I shall. Landsmen! Tear them apart!
Sina.
Just die. Just die. Stop dying tired.
Landsmen!
Good afternoon, Dark Day.
Show no fear!
Point of view. You're these two people.
One of your units has no more ammunition.
Which one? Oh.
Darisina. Are Vector.
I don't think I've ever had that problem, Culver. No.
Consider it done.
Alright, you guys have been doing a good job. Back off a bit. Back off.
Cavalry ready.
Sina. Kilos. Andre.
That's a good question. Scion, maybe you can answer that. What really distinguishes the Saga games from the mainline games, other than not being made by the A-Team?
Vanquish them! My blade will be your end. Take them down! Take them down! For our king! Landsmen! Onward, men! Cavalry, prepare! Warriors, march! Steel yourself, or your panic will overcome you.
We are not here to trade.
Landsmen! Push on! Warriors, march! Withdraw!
I mean, there's a whole lot of gambling, let's call it darker side of Twitch. But there's also a lot of porn on Twitch, so I'm not sure what the issue here is exactly.
Warriors of the Dawn! Show no fear!
I know what you're thinking. You just equated gambling to porn. Well, yeah. But more to the point, neither of them belong on Twitch,
Is close enough
which
to
is my
taste.
actual point.
I'm going to spill your innards.
Your weak child, unflinching loyalty. Catch them! My fame shall
we
reach
go.
distant
Yeah.
lands.
Okay. Listen, I'm gonna do it. I'm going to do game reviews on Pornhub. If I have no other choice. OnlyFans. Every time someone donates, I have to take off one article of clothing. Otherwise, it's just a completely normal stream. So, we can enslave. Excellent. Oh, thank God. I was worried we weren't going to be able to be a slaver race, but we can be slavers. We have gained a new weapon.
Memnon!
No. Ah. How do I see? There we go. Nice. Yep, instead of bowing, I just take off more clothing. It makes sense. It just works. Yep, I've just got... I would start in like a Sherpa outfit, right? With giant, like, multiple... Okay, you've played Persona 5, right? You know the scene where Anne goes to get herself painted in the nude?
Pharaoh will be pleased.
That's me.
Servant of Egypt.
Alright, let's recoup for a bit, shall we?
A courageous victory. We will stop here.
Total War Warhammer 2 game? And by Warhammer 2, I of course mean World War 2. I don't know. World War II was a very industrial war. And there's a lot you could do with that, but I don't know. Now, World War I, I could see that. Oh, in the Bronze Age, people were so woke that women were literally property. No, I did not, Jake Palmer.
King of Ethiopia.
Or buildings, yes. Remember, Helen is literally a building in this game. Are we still... Is it done? Oh, it looks like it is done. Yeah, exactly, Colgrim. That's what I was worried about. Plus, I mean, just the very style of fighting doesn't really work for, you know, formations and large swaths of units running into each other. Like, wasn't a lot of meleeing in World War II, among other things. Well, tell me what you think of World War I after our next game, Lord Harriman. Spoilers, it's World War I with mechs. Now the Napoleonic Wars, yeah, we can make that work. Quest complete.
For my kinsmen.
Yeah, but like, do you picture a Total War game zooming in like that? Focusing on more squad-based or whatever?
Absolutely. With pride and valor. Remember your training. To the field of battle.
That fast, Triaxia. Where the hell did you come from? Alright. Last Train Home. That's another interesting game. Recent one. I actually commented on it when it was announced. Nice, TSB. Didn't know that. Oh. And yeah, Dark Day. I call it the Awesome Block. I'm looking forward to it. I don't like this guy. He's all right, but he's just not as good as the other one. So I give up. I do like his mechanics quite a bit, though, so he's definitely a positive. One second, J. Palmer.
Withdraw!
Well, yeah, I mean, it's right there in the name, but... Okay. That's terrible, Lord Aramont. So, let's see. You asked a Warcraft 4 question. I think you're lying to me, J. Paul. Oh, there it is. I'm making Warcraft 4 with a story from Warcraft's history. Not a brand new story. Which one did you pick? So, a couple provisos. Is this... How do I explain this? Is this a situation in which I could release multiple campaigns as expansions or DLCs? Something similar but smaller scale than what StarCraft 2 did? Something like the Ghost missions, the Nova missions. The reason why I'm asking is that fundamentally changes the nature of the question. Because if it's Warcraft 4, you get one point in history, period. You have to go big. You have to go with the biggest possible thing, which would probably be the war between the Black Empire and the Titans. If the War of the Ancients is off the table. But if you could tack on other campaigns and other missions, other points in history, as other campaigns, well, then you don't have to go for the obvious choice. Now, hang on. So what do we got? Custom battle. What are our options? Didn't I already give these positives? Did I not? Pulling up the notes. I will tell you the point in history that would interest me the most. The Knoll War. Mostly because it is the least covered part of history that is still significant on a global scale. Yeah, the Knoll War happened immediately before the First War, or the first opening of the Dark Portal. And, you might say, well, who cares about that? Well, it set the stage in many ways for what would happen with Stormwind and with the Eastern Kingdoms. Stormwind sought out help from the Northern Kingdoms to the Knoll incursions. The Northern Kingdom said, piss off. You're one of the younger states. You don't matter. Screw you. And so Stormwind had to fight the Knolls off all by themselves, which they did. And that meant that not only were they a lot more confident in themselves, but it actually distanced them from the Northern Kingdoms, which meant that when the demonic horde invaded, well, you get it. There is a non-zero chance they might have been able to hold the demonic horde at the Dark Portal in Warcraft 1, if not for the Null War. There it is. Who do I want to date from Warcraft? Am I planning to have sex with them, or do I just want a good evening with somebody? Because that changes the dynamic a little bit. A relationship? Oh, nobody then. I don't want to be with any of those people. Interesting. Huh. I mean, that's sort of the nature of a what-if kind of thing like that, Lord Aramonts. That makes sense. Sure. Okay, so all I care about is sex. In that case, nobody. Maybe Tyrande. As long as I can take pictures for Malfurion while I'm doing it.
Hearken now to another tale of Nestor of Pylos. King Neleus, wishing to keep his son from the perils of war, took away Nestor's horses, leaving him without mounts for his men. Undeterred, Nestor set out on foot to find the accursed Aliens. Believing the enemy to be concealed, he led his men to a forested area.
I mean, the problem is you're asking me a question I not only have never considered, but never would. I don't want to have sex with a Warcraft character. I like them too much.
Your warriors stand ready to serve. They only await your orders.
I swear he's the same narrator voice actor.
Skilled warriors can earn their glory outside of Nestor's main army. Their skill and stealth let them carry out swift strikes and daring ambushes.
I swear he's the same voice actor as the narrator from Warhammer. Could be wrong.
Order the most cunning of Nestor's men to take up their positions and surprise the Aliens.
Awaiting orders!
Use the forest to hide your troops. Some warriors may remain undetected in even the most minimal cover, at least until the enemy draws near. A wise battle commander uses the landscape to their advantage. Remember these simple rules. Take the higher ground, hide in forest ready to surprise your enemies, and look for chances to attack from the flank or rear.
The best defense!
An army can be ordered to move as one. Such tight but cumbersome formations become less useful once battle
Okay, yeah. So. It's a tutorial. Got it. Arthas did several things wrong. Those people are on crack, Yura. Excuse me. God. Okay.
Battle will heal my pain.
I mean, I guess we don't really need to start the campaign. She already started it, so let's just do that. Yeah, that one. Okay. Now that I'm done playing Mario Kart. Let's see. Who would I play Mario Kart with from Worldcraft? I mean, a lot of people, but my first pick would probably be Khadgar. What do we got going on
War
there?
Queen.
We literally have a building called Captured Slaves. Veggie Quest. Sort of, but not really, Yura. If you haven't already noticed it, then it might as well not even be there. Well, the first thing I would do is actually try to be a decent and supportive person to Arthas. Instead of constantly telling him how awesome he is and how he's going to be the greatest paladin Evars. Dude was already, very retribution spec, if you catch my meaning. Okay, I definitely want that. But I think... a lot of things. I want that most of all. I want to be full cavalry. Well, that means I need stone.
I seek battle.
I mean, do you think he's going to remember that when he gets there, Lord Irma? Ooh, that's a big army. Go ahead and try to do this.
Show mercy, divine ones.
You're like, and then yeah. Yeah.
War is my life.
That sounds like a terrible life, lady.
Heading
Not
out.
gonna lie.
Here we go.
Yeah, we have a lot of missions right now. Yeah, bronze ninjas. Poof. Hey, he just conquered a town. You're welcome. Okay.
I live for the fight.
Apparently we're not at war with you. Are we at war with you?
Show no mercy.
Can't even tell. How do I tell? Who are we at war with? Like, you'd think it'd be everyone. We're a marauding army. He's not. Whatever. Sure, I accept. We are no longer at war. What are you doing? Yeah, we're a horde faction. Yes, Hira. See? In fact, we just passed Constantinople over here.
The perfect Amazon warrior. Embrace your doom. This is it.
Oh, hey, an actual siege. Well, let's go ahead and think about this. Let's get some battering rams going. And siege.
Massacre them.
You want to give me food in exchange for wood? And no. Peace.
Some natural resources are rare, found only in certain areas. While such sites may of course be acquired through conquest, resources may also be bartered for, assuming a suitable agreement can be reached.
Yeah, who are we, like, with? Anybody who likes us at all? Well, actually, Hippolyta kind of likes us. Who knew? Hey, let's deal. Let's deal. We'll give you food, one food, in exchange for one wood. What do you think? Deal? Excellent. Quest complete. We now gain 100 food, 30 bronze, and 30 gold. Science. Now, what else can we do here? We need to book an offer. We kill a lot of people. We also need to build something. Are we? Nope, we're sieging. Are they joining us in the siege?
I'll win or die trying.
They are. Oh, whatever. Well, the obvious answer would be my own setting, Yura. But I get your overall point. You mean, like, vibe, right? I don't want to lose my copper, so no, I'm good, thanks. Five-turn buff to cavalry. 5-turn buff to archers, or 5-turn buff to upkeep. Let's go with upkeep.
Your martial aspirations can be strengthened by the raising of another army. By appointing a hero to a new command, you can open a second. You need not fight your enemies alone. Seek out foreign. Mythic monsters stalk the realms of men. Spawn.
Okay. So here's our first expedition. Maybe. Maybe not. I admit, as much as I absolutely love an ice big, flashy, wild, crazy, insane, is he throwing gold?
For glory!
What? What? Oh, he's raiding. As much as I love the over-the-top thing for fighting games, and it's actually one of the things I like most about fighting games, I really like the idea of having a really, really precise but very down-to-earth fighting game. Like Virtual Fighter, if you're familiar with it, So, no special powers, no aliens, no nothing. Just people. Maybe, okay, it would be in the extant, so there'd be aliens. But my point is, no, like, you know, giant death tanks hitting people with umbrellas or cannons. Just a fighting game. Different actual fighting styles, and trying to work around combining moves to have different effects. Very Yakuza in overall approach. How's our siege
Kill
doing?
the lot.
Okay, so we've got our suckers. They've got one more round of supplies. Good to know.
Show me blood.
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to save. Because honestly, I want to try a siege battle. And for basically no other reason. So, let's do a siege battle, shall we? Yeah, exactly, Shaludo. Okay. Siege maps. Oh, there's Cerberus. There's Cerberus. He knows I'm coming for him. Fringe Philosopher knows I'm coming for him, too. There's no escape, Fringe Philosopher, just, you know... Just letting you know.
Enemies beware!
Man and horse united!
Centaurs!
Bring it on!
Fierce and skilled! Difference breeds strength!
Difference breeds strength.
Distaff warriors! Step up, javelins!
I suppose I should have you to do that. I don't want you to do that. Thank you for the sub, Fringe Philosopher. Remember, there is no escape. If you know what you want to put that towards, 3 things, please let me know. I believe so, Magister. Don't quote me on that, though. I don't think we really have the forces necessary to try and do my usual siege approach. So we're gonna do something weird.
Man and horse united!
We're just gonna be here.
Battle honed!
Be ready to shove down their tailpipe. Well, no, that's silly.
Distaff warriors!
My usual strategy is to attack from multiple vectors simultaneously, essentially forcing the garrison defenders to split their forces. Depending on the specifics of that spread, then determines the rest of my strategy.
Step up, javelins!
Usually involves picking apart wherever they are weakest, hammering that until that particular unit is free, and then reinforcing the next, and so forth and so on. Okay, let's do that.
Ruthless aggression! Warrior women!
A battering ram is a monstrous war machine of wood and bronze. These contraptions require strength and skill to deploy, but can smash a city gate to matchwood.
Ruthless aggression! We move! Difference breeds strength!
That's a good question. I'm not sure.
Ruthless aggression!
What number is this in the series?
Warrior women! Ares, witness us! Forward as one!
Indeed!
That's an interesting question, Yura. I'm gonna go with no. But I'm hopeful it's gonna be good. I mean, it's a pretty long-standing series at this point. Right, 36.
Seek out important enemy sites.
Enemies beware! Javelins to hand! Moving up!
23. There you go. This was the 23rd. What a war game.
Spears! Marching on!
Let's see how much of a mess they can make of their doors, shall we?
Penthesilea! Axes! Forward as one! Forward march! A match for any man!
What was the in-between?
Certain locations are key to victory. Your warriors are attacking the gates.
Yeah, I've heard several people say, why is siege warfare in Total War Troy? And, I mean, yeah. Fair enough.
Warrior women! Axes! Javelins prepared! Sisters of the sword! Destroyers of men! Marching on!
Your warriors are losing heart.
Slings!
The enemy gates have been destroyed.
That was fast.
You have lost your siege equipment.
Sisters of the sword! Difference breeds strength! Show no fear!
Of course!
We move! And pick up the pace!
Certainly! Beware!
Chaos, witchcraft, mutation. No, these games aren't quite Age of Empires-y.
Your warriors are rallying.
I'm not sure there really is another RTS comparison for what
Off to battle!
Total War is. These games were originally much more focused on being war simulators, right?
You have captured the enemy tower.
So, Scion, if you're there, or if you're on the VOD, Lord Harriman just asked, why did you pick this particular Total War game in particular? Is it the best of the bunch, is it the most popular, or is it a personal favorite of yours?
Sisters of
Now, Scion has actually answered that question to me before. Forgive me, that was like months ago, and I don't remember the answer. I apologize.
Looking for war!
It is definitely fascinating
The heart
seeing
of the city is within reach.
the bones of Warhammer 3 in this, though. I'll tell you
Your
what.
warriors have been routed.
serving our queen!
Penthesilea! Now they die! This ends here!
You actually got routed against archers. You guys are pathetic.
We live! We fight! Seeking the fray! We move!
That's a bit worse of a game, but otherwise,
Warriors
yeah.
are rallying.
It's pretty solid. It plays a lot better than several Total Wars I've played.
Axes! Moving up!
Does your mother know you're out?
Advance!
I hope you fight better than you
Hold
told.
nothing back! Ares, witness us! Slaughter them!
Warrior women! Spears! Slaughter them!
The foe has captured your tower.
Javelins! We move!
Marching on!
You just get out of here.
You have captured the gates.
Wild and untamed! You'll soon be crying for mercy.
Penthesilea! Power shines through!
Ruthless aggression! Axes! Sisters of the sword! Make them pay!
Stand by, slingers!
Javelins to hand! Hold nothing back!
Do you really?
Destroyers of men!
Death calls!
Enemies beware!
Where's the fight? They doom I live! Without fail,
Javelins!
I don't know if it was deliberately that, Geluda, but it certainly feels that way. I'm not sure about Rome 2. I haven't played Rome 2 in a really long time.
The foe has wounded your hero.
Yeah, I did know this.
Alas, your hero has been struck down and is...
Yeah, that's not great. We might actually lose this because of that. That's my own fault. I was having trouble controlling the wall here.
Axes! Step up, javelins! Axes! Javelins, prepare!
Yes, arrows absolutely can damage your own units. It's one of the dangers of relying a little bit too heavily on archers.
Serving our queen!
in Total War games that have something like artillery, same concept, same problem. Unfortunately, if I'm remembering correctly, we had issues getting Mark of Chaos streaming. There.
Prepare your slings.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Ready, javelins! Make them pay! Ruthless aggression!
Wow.
You will soon hold the enemy's victory point.
Pull out!
Spears!
One of your units has no more ammunition.
These plainsmen have been a pain for so long. Oh, God. Sorry. Vietnam flashbacks to, Battle War 1 and 2.
The enemy is trying to capture the gates.
I think Minecraft is pretty? I'm gonna go with no. Why are you... Okay, fine. That's fine. It's fine. God, these frickin' plainsmen have just been such a frickin' aggravate. Just die. Just die. Just die, Zello.
Retreat!
Singers primed. Stop.
Retreat!
Man and horse united! As commanded!
Now, I've been keeping the centaurs in reserve this whole time on purpose. I may have waited too long.
No mercy!
Victory is close enough to taste.
As you demand! Understood!
Who is the narrator? Can we look it up? Has someone had the capacity to look this up?
Spears! Seeking the fray.
Swift and mighty!
Javelins! Onward, sisters!
The untamable horde! As you wish! Man and horse united! Centaurs! At once!
Retreat!
Yeah, actually, Hira. No men.
Javelins to hand! Fierce and skilled!
Man and horse united!
Christopher Godwin. He apparently is in Tor and Dragon Age Inquisition, as well as Subnautica and Dragon Quest XI.
Centaurs attack! Fierce and proud! Centaurs! Man and horse united! deep!
Remind me who Chancellor Roderick was. Because he does play that character. I actually saw that on his list.
Man and horse united! Centaurs! Man and horse united! Kill them!
Well, all the time, you're right. Absolutely.
Centaurs! We're leaving while we
No, I mean, I will probably have an end to the story at some point, Evo. Because I do believe some stories should have a definite endpoint, like the FF Rewrite will, and like our Star Wars will, and like our Star Trek already does. I haven't actually thought about an endgame for the extant first, or yet. Probably because I'm still trying to fill out the beginning. It's my fault for deciding to change my mind about everything, like 20 years of development. Just call me Todd Howe.
Step up! Javelins! Ready your slings! Halt!
I remember him more. Never mind. Yeah, if I just had a design document, I would have been fine.
Man and horse united! Slay them! Centaurs! No mercy!
Yeah, congratulations. You're a bunch of archers on foot who are in melee with some centaurs. How do you think this is going to go?
The enemy has lost a victory point.
Well, that was an extraordinarily costly battle. But pretty much exactly what I was expecting it to be. We only lost 900 troops.
Glory awaits us.
Nope, that is totally possible, Magister. Thank you, as always, for your extremely illegal support of this. Now that you've donated that, you can put that towards this extremely illegal gambling that I've got going on in the background here. And yes, Evo, thank you for asking. Enslave! More slaves for the fire!
Step aside, men.
Okay, so I'm actually not gonna do that. That was literally me just poking around and screwing around. We're gonna undo that terrible, terrible battle. That'd probably dull the campaign's momentum to the point where we might actually not be able to continue. And we're just gonna starve the enemy to death. We'll be here when you're done being starved.
Foreign emissaries seek a pact of non-aggression. Offer is acceptable. It may lead to improved trade.
You want me to bribe you for non-aggression pact? No. Also no. Why is every army in the universe up here while I'm taking out this stupid spot? Everybody's here. This is just the happening spot. Look at this.
Mythical units of great power may be summoned to fight alongside your armies. These unparalleled...
Oh, no, it is actually a thing, Lord Harriman. It varies. If you try to siege someone down and they have a superior force, they'll just sally out and kill you. But if you have a superior force, then they'll just sit there and slowly starve because they don't want to fight you. It's funny because it's actually both, Amelia. So this is unexplored territory, but also unexplorable. For example, I happen to know for a fact that over here is explorable. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure this is off the map over here. So, where the hell are we? Right, we're way up here. We're up at frickin' Constantinople up here. Attacking Hungary. Let's do it. I'm hungry for Hungary.
No mercy.
Alright, so they are now out of supplies, so they should start actually dying now.
We can take them.
Let's see. So since we are going so heavily into cavalry... Pretty much, Evo. Correct. Let's go with this for right now. So I've ever seen a game review video on YouTube, which I'll classify. So classifying the review as art. Have you seen the Secret of the Stars highlight reel? I mean, if that doesn't count, then nothing does, Yura. I mean, I get the intent of the question, but I have to admit it grates me a little bit wrong trying to call something like that art when, yeah, all of it's art, 100% of it. Unless it's literally a no-effort reskin or thing I can't think of the name of, repackaged content, then yeah, absolutely.
Massacre them!
Having said that, would I say there's any video reviews that I think are high quality? Yeah, plenty. Obviously, Seth, duh. I would say Joss Strife Hayes is pretty good. I would say that Mandalore Gaming is pretty good. I would not call my own. Not at all. Let's go ahead and do it now. Okay, so take two. This time we're just gonna run everything right down their gullet.
Penthesilea! Warrior women!
I don't know who Noah Caldwell is.
Access!
I'm pathetic.
Warrior women!
Ready, javelins!
Man and horse united!
And I don't know who Super Eye Patch Wolf is.
beware!
Centaurs!
Javelins, prepare! Sisters, attack! Forward march!
Immediately!
Penthesilea! I understand.
Yeah, I don't really watch a lot of YouTube. Go figure. And the irony is the type of YouTube I watch the least is reviews. I probably shouldn't have to explain that. But on the off chance I do, I'm a reviewer. Now, if it's something I've already covered, I'm a little bit more inclined to watch it, because at that point, I've already made my opinion, I've already gone through the work, done my own due diligence to figure out what I think about a work. So I feel a little more comfortable going in and being like, all right, what do we think of that?
Distaff warriors! Battle home!
No, IGN is too terrible to be funny. Depends on the video,
Foe has
Amelia
sighted
Clark's
your hidden
eyebrows.
units.
But it has happened.
Man and horse united!
Off to battle! A match for any man! Moving up! Forward as one!
Extremely unlikely, Mr. Debonair. Time is not a thing I have a lot of right now.
Your warriors
So
are
taking on
attacking
another brand new project when I'm literally not keeping up with my existing projects is not something that's probably in the cards.
Got it! Ares, witness us! We move!
Your ladders have a foothold on their walls.
Let's break this siege!
The enemy gates have been destroyed.
By the way, you like the pajamas, Yura? So this is a meme. The Amazonian pajamas.
Penthesilea! You will
Different
suffer!
breed strength!
Distaff warriors!
You are about to capture the gates.
Distaff warriors! Different breed strength! Heading out!
Penthesilea!
Axes!
Your fear is laughably obvious.
Yep, they've got a lot of magic resistance going right now.
Serving
Your
the
hero
queen!
is under attack.
Fight me! Penthesilea! You're dead!
Oh, God. I'm not sure which would be worse, Shaludo.
Enemy beware! Bring it on! Come on then!
Of course, I have no idea who that is, Yura. Of course I don't.
Your warriors are losing heart.
I don't think I know who anybody is at this point. Well, he's dead. Yeah, we still took a lot of those losses there. Oh, well. TPK. We will, of course, be enslaving, obviously.
I survive and thrive.
Apollo has leveled up. Yes, Lord Hermon.
Amazon power!
Oh, here we go. Okay. So we can go after the Griffin Patriarch, the Lernian Hydra, or Cerberus. I do like the idea of going after Cerberus. Yeah, screw it.
Recruiting an expedition army requires an efficient administration to draw both the brave and the foolhardy to your undertaking. Such an adventure is sure to be long and perilous, for no monster of legend is likely to capitulate without a fight.
Yeah, that makes sense, Lord Hermon. Since it's not a rumination, naturally it didn't even occur to me to label it as a lamentation, since lamentations don't exist anymore, any more than ruminations exist anymore. However, you are correct in that some people do not understand that, which is the exact reason why I had to relabel them back to calling them ruminations, which continues to irritate me. So you are correct, I should probably relabel it, for the sake of people who think these are ruminations. There. Fixed.
The Amazons rise!
Yes, Trihexia. I didn't mean you, Lord Hermon. I just mean, you know,
The perfect.
the literal hundreds of people who were not watching the post-stream videos because they were labeled differently. Again, at least part of that's probably on YouTube, not the people, but still, God, that was frustrating.
Death awaits.
And no, I've actually never studied Troy at all. This is probably the most in-depth look into Troy's history I've ever had.
I fear nothing.
Listen, Zeus knew better than to answer a woman when she said, "Hey, am I prettier than her?"
Well done, my sisters!
I mean, I guess technically, Lord Hermon, in my mind, it's still not a rumination. I didn't do the extra research. I had no notes to speak of. I didn't lay it out in advance. There's no editing, there's no intro, there's no outro. It's the exact same as all the post-stream things. It's just me talking until I'm done. Now, I suppose I should say I did have some notes, but, like, there's a difference between having, like, 5 lines of notes here on my phone, which is what I had, versus what I used to do. I used to have this giant notebook of things in order to talk about. In order, there's a whole... Ruminations were a lot of work. I know nobody knew that or cared, but there's a lot of work that went into collating not just all the information, to make sure it was being talked about in a very specific order. Because I wanted there to be a logical flow. But yeah, it wasn't quite scripted, but it was one step away from being scripted. None of that was done for this particular video. This is just me talking immediately after the review, actually.
I live to fight on.
Let's go with... Oh, gosh. Yeah, let's go and do that.
We'll camp here.
Let's do that. The reason I set it to premiere was to get attention. Now you might think, so people will see it and be like, he's totally worked on the video. Not really. YouTube has an internal program that does more self-promotion if you set up a premiere as opposed to if you just let a video go live at a certain time. And frankly, I want as many eyeballs on that Starfield video as possible. Not that I get any money out of it whatsoever. I just want more people to be aware of this, of the truth of Starfield. And so that's why I set it to premiere. It really is a PSA. I bet you can guess what the first 5 words I say in that game, or in that video. Screw it.
The Amazons.
Do not buy this game. Yep.
All deserve death.
What's a horde upgrade? Oh, no. I can't argue with Morcantus. I have gained an appreciation for every other game because of Starfield. We'll go with that, I think. Well, no, Mr. Red. FF14 1.0 continues to be the worst game ever made. All hyperbole and jokery aside.
Well done, my sisters.
Okay. Yeah, +1 to gameplay. This is not Starfield. Ooh. That's an interesting question, Yura. If I somehow magically had infinite time, yeah, it would actually be interesting to establish the floor of quality. Because I'm not actually speaking facetiously. FF14 1.0 is the worst game ever made. So, it would be interesting, right, to just establish how far down can a review actually go.
Death finds us all.
But that would be such a time-consuming thing. You know? Lumber. Hey, the Quack. How you be? Yeah, let's go grab that. Maybe two anyways. I need lumber. Well, that's way down there. I actually am aware of Preach Gaming. FF11 is not what I would call a very good game, but it still qualifies as better than FF14 1.0. Because, yeah, FF11 would make me hate myself. And that is honestly just the simplest and nicest way I could put that.
Vengeance on
It is very much an old style of MMO, aka a more or less deliberately bad game to encourage community, to encourage social interaction, to overcome the game. And I'm just not really into that. It's not my thing. Yes, you can actually still play FF11 right now. It's a bit of a problem because of how absolutely terrible their back end is, but it is possible.
I bring slaughter.
And yeah, FF11 is pre-WoW by a decent margin, actually. One battle per commander per turn is padding. A little bit, yeah. But not to the point where I'm going to ding it. I didn't ding it last time. I don't think I'm going to ding it here.
The perfect Amazon warrior.
Star Wars Galaxies was... It was a thing. I think that's a good way to put that.
War is my life.
Well, see, that's the thing, right, Blade Travel? I can spit venom at FF11, and I can. But it at least has pluses to gameplay, right? I'm not sure I could think of more than one plus to gameplay for FF14 1.0. And that plus is music. Motion capture would be for story. Yeah, I need lumber, and I need stone. I need wood. I mean food. I need food. Pretty much top to bottom, yes, Jay Palmer. If you do not know how bad FF14 1.0 was, please go watch the very, very first VOD of the FF14 low run. I spent the better part of, I believe it was an hour and a half, explaining in excruciating detail just how bad FF14 1.0 was. I had done a lot of research to make sure that I could show you in as much detail as possible without actually playing the goddamn thing just how bad 1.0 really was. Spoilers. It was bad. No kidding, Asmira Star. No kidding. Alright. Let's go raise... I don't know. Can I raise you? Are you a raised someone? No, no.
Very well.
Attacking foreign assets is an act of war. Who cares? Who are these people? Who are you? Thrakes? Who's Thrakes? And why do I care? Thrakes. Let's just run over them. Yeah. Let's just go get some slaves, shall we?
Finds us all.
Oh, hey, they just reoccupied that settlement we just knocked over. I wonder. Hang on, let's save really quick. Let's actually make this over 2. I'm curious what's going to happen here. So we just knocked this town over, so let's knock it over again. Let's see what happens. Hey, I'm going to war with you, bye.
We can take them.
And we win. Wow, we didn't get like jack out of that. I mean, we can get free glory and growth. That's actually really funny. We just straight up get free glory and growth for taking the town. That's no detriment. That costs nothing. That's funny.
On the move.
Yeah, me too, Asmira Star. No.
Destroyer of men.
I mean, we've been saying for years they need to really, really spend some time
Wait, not yet.
solving some of their tech debt issues, which still exist. Hopefully that is part of what they're doing. So that'll be cool. Let's see. What tech issues? Yes. Just yes. I don't even know where to begin. Go watch the review. Go watch the review. I don't even know where to begin. It is an old game with a lot of spaghetti code. Yeah, that's been my theory since Endwalker came out. Star. A group of women, their city ravaged by war, approached the camp and asked to join us. We can gain replenishment rate or construction cost. Neither of these are actually worthwhile. Let's see. Yeah, no, FF14 is definitely the other big MMO. Let's just be honest with ourselves. Not counting the actually big MMOs, which is the ones you've never heard of, and RuneScape. There's such a huge asterisk attached to that I don't even acknowledge as existing. Yes, that is correct, Asmira Star. It's funny, because I've said this before. WoW has pursued a policy of tech debt payoff for years, pretty much ever since Kata. And history has shown that was absolutely the right call. I think that's one of the reasons FF14 has started doing that too. You'll notice FF14's been doing that since about Stormblood. Not quite to the same extent, but they have been doing it. Yeah.
I fear no man.
Yeah, they finally ditched the PS3 support. No offense to PS3 porters, but about frickin' time. The whole game suffered for that.
Down.
Oh no! They have a garrison. And we're gonna completely run them over. I really am just playing a Scarbrand again, aren't I? I don't even have my elite units yet. I can't afford them yet. Oh god, poor FF11. Alright, we need you to support the PS2. Why? Well, you see... Oh god, Stormblood is just such a huge step up in terms of tech and hardware. The easiest way to point to the hardware difference, though, Yura, like if you want an objective thing, the easiest way to point to this is actually in Shadowbringers. The Crystarium, the city, one cell, one zone. If you remember, major cities before that were split into 2 zones, because the PS3 couldn't handle the size of the zone otherwise. Stuff like that, right? Little stuff. Under the hood stuff.
A match for any man.
Let's see. So let's get our
Of the sword.
line up here. Let's get our death right behind them.
Javelins.
Aerial behind them.
Man and horse.
And our centaurs, we haven't really had a lot of use for yet, so we're gonna just hold them in reserve. We'll see what happens. What do we got? Hey, we're here to kill y'all. Okay, so if you fall on your swords, we'll make this real quick. I promise.
Moving up.
How to rate the Sony consoles purely aesthetically? Let's see. Let's go with PS5, then PS4, then PS3, then PS2, and then PS1. Yeah, Kugane, thank you. I couldn't think of the name of the damn place. That's why I jumped ahead to the Crystarium.
Man and horse united. As you demand.
Destroyers of men. Cutting out.
Wow, they are just charging up. They know what's coming. They know where this is going.
Understood. Glorious bloodshed.
I'm a sucker for black and white. What can I say?
Advance.
Kill! Kill! Kill!
Well, you heard her, everybody.
Go at them. Axes. Serving our queen. Ares, witness us.
Honestly, yeah. Yura, to be very honest.
Forward march.
While you have the chance.
Your word
Onward,
means
sisters.
Oh yeah, the Crystarium is probably my personal favorite city in the game. Although I actually admit a fondness for Rich Town in Shadowbringers. I can't think of the name of it.
Ready javelins. Penthesilea.
Fierce and skilled. Ready.
Yulmore. Thank you. Yulmore.
Advance.
Your hero is under attack.
Just kill him. Just kill him. We crushed him. We crushed him like bugs. Let's go. Yeah, I realized that earlier this very month, Magister, because as of this moment, I have been playing WoW for over 20 years. I was in the alpha. And that's a weird thought. How many of you, like where were you at 20 years ago? That's a feel right there. Okay, so we get some wood, we get some stone. Enslave, enslave!
My skill is proven.
Excellent. We keep getting traits. Yes, yes, yes. More. Knowledge. More power! Yeah, sorry, I don't mean to flex my I'm old banner, but... Well, I'm old. What do you want from me?
The perfect Amazon warrior.
Oh god, I played Minecraft in Alpha 2.
Vengeance.
I played Minecraft so long ago that not only were, enemies not a thing back in the day, but building things wasn't really a thing. You remember that? When Minecraft first came out? And you could put blocks on other blocks, but there was no crafting table. There was no making stuff or tools. It was just put blocks on other blocks. And that was it. I got bored out of that in like 20 minutes.
Destroyer of men.
Yeah. Hold on.
I live to fight on.
Oh, we leveled. Yay.
War Queen.
What do we got? What do we got? Unbreakable or fright? Oh yeah, frightening. I want to lower enemy morale just for being there. Yes. Just like in real life. Oh god, EverQuest 2. EverQuest 2. So if an enemy unit's morale bottoms out, they can't fight. All they can do is flee, which puts them at a hilarious detriment to everything. And obviously, they're not fighting anymore. So you crack an enemy's morale and, well, I don't want to say you've won, because there are ways to turn that around, but there's a reason why morale is such a major mechanic in these games. Okay, so... Uh-oh. Poseidon's pissed! He found out someone has a bigger dick than him. Alright, so let's do... Oh my god. That's just... Yes, please give me just resources per turn, please. Warn those whose life we spare to give us a share of their goods, lest we return with vengeful hearts. God, we are just the frickin' Mongols. We are so evil. Anyways, so, hi, we're at war now. Sup?
Let battle commence.
Hi. Hey, Jaren Grayman. How is your evening going? Yes, we're already there, Colgrim. We've committed to playing the Mongolians. We're gonna knock down City Wall.
Distaff warriors!
This is probably not even necessary what I'm doing right now.
Ready,
I can't wait until we actually get some upgraded units. Alright, what do we got? Alright. Go kill him.
Expect no mercy.
Man and horse united! Make them suffer!
How long's your recovery supposed to run, Jaren Grayman?
Legends of the wild!
Warrior women.
No one's going to miss you!
I hope you fight better than you taught. Doom approaches.
We just run right by the enemy like, what?
Stampede!
We got other stuff to do. And they're like, oh my god, they're centaurs! Ah! And they're dead.
Do you really think you can take me? I
You're
fear
one cocky
nothing.
bastard!
Come on then. Kill!
You heard her. Witchcraft, heresy, and mutation. Oh, let them run. Let them run. Let them run.
Man and horse united! Certainly!
Penthesilea!
I used to use those demo discs all the time, Baron. In fact, I used to do another thing, too.
Dies first.
I used to do this thing,
You won't know what hit you.
Call
where I
them
would go buy the $1 shareware discs that had a whole bunch of random games on them and just try them out. But yeah, I tried out a lot of games on those. Now, most of them didn't stick with me, I'm not going to lie to you. But those little demo discs is how Quake 2 came into my existence. Not Quake 1, Quake 2. What else? I used to play so many of those. I think that's how I became aware of Command & Conquer as well, the first one. I know that's how I started playing Solar Winds. There's a blast from the past.
Start running!
I'm going to cut that loose tongue out.
Yeah, I was always just curious to just try out stuff, see what there was. You know me, I love variety. Oh, this guy just does not want to die.
Has claimed the enemy.
There we go.
Death is mine to
You were in my way, sir. No, you're not. It is raising its slave. They may continue to live, but only as slaves to our will. Hey, we gained an ancillary. Why'd the camera go way out? Oh, that's a shame, Czar. You'd figure Witcher 3, which is a much more optimized game, would run better.
War Queen.
Hey, Desperado Joe. I wonder what happens if I just completely knock out a neutral power. Yes, we finally finished the legend that is Starfield.
Glorious death awaits.
I do like Glorious Death.
Those truly blessed with the highest favor of the gods may be granted great abilities in their name. Through prayer and devotion, these gifts...
Shut up. Let's pray to Poseidon. I already kind of decided that. Although apparently we get a special unit for praying to Artemis. Yeah, right there. Warriors of Artemis. No. No, I did not. It was the 5th worst game I've ever reviewed, Desperado Joe. And it's really sad that Starfield is only 5th worst, but, I mean, that's the nature of the beast, right? It's surprising how much further down we can go.
I fear nothing.
Someday, everyone keeps wondering if someday we will surpass Secret of the Stars. We haven't yet. Right now, Retribution is still sitting there, just staring at us. Okay, so what are you? Why are you so good? You cost bronze. You are a nice archer, but I'm kind of trying to avoid archer. You're a sniper and stalker. No, I want cavalry. I want mounted death.
I bring slaughter.
I mean, Red Hell Retribution's about a 10-hour game, Colbram. It's true, though, Ross. It's true. The more of most games, the more of the game you play, the worse the game gets. That's honestly normal. It's not good,
Victory is
but it is normal. That's been true for years. That's been true since the SNES era. Maybe the N64 era, PS1 era. Yeah, exactly, Ross. You have a game that's just solid all the way through? Hell yes. I guarantee you Diablo Immortal would beat Secret of the Stars. No question. Okay, so that's an axe cavalry. That is a two-handed axe cavalry. Spear and shield, spear and shield. We do have ranged cavalry, but it looks like they're leaning far more in terms of numbers on the melees. Okay. Yeah, I thought about making a unique exception for Diablo Immortal, but then I realized, what's the point? Like, it's garbage. We know it's slop, it's junk, it's trash. We all know this. I don't think the review is going to be a big reveal or anything. Okay, so...
the Amazons rise.
So that's... there's the Champions Assembly. We need more lumber. That's what I thought. And stone. Ugh. I have, in fact, touched Diablo Immortal because I don't like to make judgments like that if I haven't actually touched the game in question. And I have, in fact, looked into it quite a bit, and it really is total trash. It is on the veto list, however, by default, because it is a phone game, and I don't review phone games. No, that is correct, Desperado Joe. The longer a game is, the more potential it has to be bad. The interesting addendum there is that the longer a game is, the more potential it has to be good, too. Was there, Yura? No, I didn't see that comment yet, Blade Jamal. Forgive me. That's a large army.
The
What
wise
in the
warrior.
world? Huh?
Death finds us all.
Yeah, StarCraft 2 didn't have padding. Like, at all. Hold on. One moment, please. Sorry about that. All right. Yeah, StarCraft 2 had lots of negatives, but not padding. But yes, length, opportunities, up and down. Is there not a show, like, enemies map? Show which provinces I'm at war with map? Is that not a thing? Like, is this even a town? Does this exist? Does this exist? Okay, that... True, although if we're being honest, if Starfield was shorter, I don't think it would have gotten the cavalcade of padding negatives it did. It's gotten plenty of others, but I mean, you knock off like 20 negatives off of that list. Whatever, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm trying to like come up with a strategy for who to hit when and where. I want to start knocking powers out completely. But whatever. Okay, apparently we're not at war with those people. I didn't know that. Who am I? Okay, I guess I'm at war with you. Am I at war with you? Yes, I'm at war with you. Am I at war with anybody else up here? Yes, that one random guy. Okay, let's go west. Always to the west. Let's go west. Let's go west.
Let's go.
We'll level out the land for a minute. Oh, geez, that's a big army. Okay, we'll see how this works out. We might be a vampire, yes. Yeah, no, they've come back to defend. God damn it, just accept death. Just accept death. It's fine. No, the really, really sad thing is I bet if we actually did all the secondary content, the score would go down. Which is honestly kind of pathetic, but again, whatever. Alright, here, let's save, because this might be a battle we can't do. We still don't have any of our elites.
Nothing left to lose.
Oh, hang on. Let's
Massacre them.
The
pull
enemy
them.
mass in great strength.
Jesus, that's a lot.
Tactical withdrawal may be wise.
That is a lot of people. Hey, jump. Ugh. Not really, Spartan. Their entire purpose in existing is to die at my hands. Yeah, the peasants need to learn about iframes. I actually don't know who Penthesilea is. Anybody know the mythos? Okay, so reinforcements are going to come from over there. And that's it looks like. Okay. So what we're going to do. Yeah. We're going to set up over here, like, really quick.
Destroyers of men!
The enemy is receiving reinforcements. Enemy reinforcements have been sighted. Now you must fight on two fronts.
Forward march! Heading out!
That is true, Blade Troll. It's one of the reasons I, for the longest time, have had that policy of going ahead and doing things like we did in Inquisition. But God, just, again, 20 hours or 22 hours, whatever the hell the actual number was, of just Trek. I was so done. I was so done. Okay, just get up there. Get up there.
Your hero is under attack.
God damn it, Zeus. Piss off.
The mighty hand!
Quick.
Got them! Looking for war!
We're not gonna make it in time. Okay.
Sister
Okay. Okay.
Difference breeds strength.
Fight me! Power shines through! Run while you have the chance! Seriously, Javelins prepared!
As you command.
Your warriors are losing heart.
Come on, kill him. Kill him. Kill him. Don't spare his ass. Kill him. There we go.
Trained the enemy hero.
Okay. Back off. Back off.
Immediately!
Sisters of the sword.
Complete change of plan here.
Onward, sisters.
Certainly.
I hear you!
We might still lose this fight. That is a
Your warriors have
gargantuan
subdued foes.
enemy army. Just huge.
Axes. Advance.
Ares!
Good news is we've got some of the line there.
Shatter the foe.
Do not shoot into our own people. You go over there.
Axes!
Block them.
Spears
Block
out.
them.
Axes.
See if you can get behind them. You.
Spears!
Try to get around them. You definitely get them up in this area. You charge right into them. You stay there. You use your buff.
Divine vengeance!
United.
You focus on him. You focus on him. All of you focus on him.
We live!
You are free, which is good. Try to pull a flank line in there. We're gonna lose our hero one way or the other. That's pretty much guaranteed here.
Beyond fear! Axes!
No, them.
Bring their death.
Let them run. Let them run. We are not interested in 100%ing this.
Show no fear.
Your warriors have been routed.
Yep. That's cool.
Force united.
Get in there.
To battle.
Retreat!
Yep, no, she
Your
just broke.
faithless hero flees like a craven dog.
Yeah, they're done.
Fierce and skilled. Ready, javelins. Pull out.
Bring their death!
Retreat.
Hold the line as best you can. Stop chasing them.
Axes. Disengage.
Jesus, that's some range on those. Look at those. So what you're saying is you want me to go back to Starfield and review the rest of the side content, Yura.
Breathe strike.
Done. Just for you, Yura. I wouldn't do that for anybody else. Yeah, no, this is gonna be a rout. We are just getting crushed. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and don't quit the game. Dumb thing.
Your path to victory.
Yeah, Yep, okay, so undo that. That's a horrific loss. I mean, if you want me to hang myself, Baron, all you gotta do is say so. I got this. Okay, so that's out of our reach. Let's move on.
Moving up.
It doesn't help that like all of our units are basic level units because we can't actually get the good units yet. Because we need resources. This is my life now.
I bring slaughter.
Sure. Well, admittedly, first of all, thank you, Lord Harriman. I'll take that as a compliment.
Cause! Serving our queen!
I will admit, I'm kind of curious how long we're going to stick with this one.
Javelin!
I don't mean that's a negative, but like, you know the rule. After a certain point, we've kind of seen everything, right? We don't really need to do a full campaign to have seen all of the content of a full campaign.
Sisters of the sword!
So I am actually pretty curious how long this one's going to last. Yeah, especially since we have already covered Warhammer 3, so we already know most of the structure of how this is going to work.
Ready, javelins!
I don't say that as a negative, it's just something I'm curious about.
Penthesilea!
Are they running? No? Okay.
Fight me! A match for any man! Marching on! Onward, sisters!
Seeking the fray.
Certainly!
Oh my god, this is on frickin' triple speed. Go! Go! So this is one of our quest battles, by the way, if you didn't catch that. That's why they're all ghostly, because they're dead. You need to get up there, like, right now. In fact, you're either going to be exhausted or dead, so go.
Man and horse united! As ordered!
Axes.
For Morrowind? That's an interesting question. Do we think... Question for the chat. Do we think Morrowind will score above 0? Because I think that's really the question. I think that's its competition. The 0 line. And I don't mean that as an insult. I mean that as a legitimate statement. Because Morrowind is a very old, very buggy, very broken game. With bad quest design, bad traversal, lots of padding,
is under attack.
terrible leveling system, awful combat. Awful combat in a second different way. Awful combat in a third different way.
Ready your slings! Axes! Pull out!
Good music.
Man and horse united.
Good world building. Decent MSQ. Good MSQ stuff.
Spears! Seeking the fray! Up to battle!
It's not going to get a lot of visual pluses. Not going to lie.
A match
So,
for
not a lot of the usual, like, doodad
A losing heart.
and brickwork stuff.
Penthesilea! The mighty hand!
retreat!
I actually hit the wrong button there. That's what I meant to hit.
Now they die! This ends here!
Disengage!
You know, it's a good point. People do like the game, and therefore it is perfect. I gotta remember that. Yeah, I mean, it is a literal dead army, Baron. Honestly, I kind of hope it would kick my ass.
Penthesilea!
But yeah, no, these suck. Remember, I am effectively a peasant army. I don't have any regulars in my troops yet.
Your warriors are rallying.
Sisters of the sword!
You have no idea
Legends
who
of the
you're
wild.
What are you doing? Do what I told you to do.
Retreat!
What are you doing?
Forward as one! Bring their dead! Off swiftly!
Victory is close enough to taste. Hades has claimed the enemy hero.
I mean, I could see it getting one Spartan. You know, in just a general doodad's positive. Maybe two.
Spears! We move!
Penthesilea!
Thy Ares, your warriors are rallying.
Spears! Onward, sisters!
Yeah, don't forget there's also the DLCs, which everyone tends to forget about, and I don't blame you. Exactly, Lord Aramont.
Penthesilea!
That counts as professional, right?
Sisters!
Heading out!
Slingers prime! Difference breeds strength!
Axes!
A match for any man! Bring that death!
My overall point is, if we look at how many doodad positives Oblivion gave,
Warriors
Or
have been
got.
routed.
the odds that Morrowind will get that many are essentially zero.
Sisters of the
So that's the ceiling, right? Whatever Oblivion got.
Javelins prepared! Off to battle!
Let me give some orders here.
forward march!
Oh my god, stop running from me.
Ruthless
Go be tired.
Pick up the pace!
So you can catch up to these stupid undead assholes who are killing my centaurs.
Difference breeds strength!
Okay, so let's check the audit sheet. How many doodads did we give Oblivion? Let's see. Several. So, ooh. Let's see. What's left? Apparently nothing. Skyrim will probably push Oblivion. I agree with that. And Starfield had even better than Oblivion for obvious reasons. Which is funny, Starfield lived and breathed its doodad design almost entirely on the indoors of the ships and the 2 cities. This still counts. Yes, let's replenish our units, please.
I survived.
We did it! We've killed the undead army. We now can recruit some stuff. Oh, we also destroyed a faction. Woo-hoo.
War Queen.
Why do I dislike Skyrim? Well, you see, it's like this. this right here is the encapsulation of why I didn't like Skyrim. So that's our first real military unit. It also happens to be a tank. Yes, please.
Rise. There is more to see than the mortal world.
Where? You want me to get here in 10 turns. I don't think that's physically possible. Seriously, I don't think that... Here. Go here. It won't even let me try because it's so far away. Yeah, no, game. I was explaining why I don't like Skyrim.
All is illusion.
And she's just... Like, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4... Yeah, it'll take her 5 rounds just to get, like, a tenth of the way there. Yeah, no. Discontinue that quest. Not even worth doing. Just, like... Just be here. I don't know.
And what cannot be. Hungry for glory.
Well, then go kill people.
Cut them down.
That would be funny, J Balmer.
Show no mercy.
Yeah, we can go in siege.
Embrace your doom.
Hold on.
Don't hold back.
Oh, wow, they have, like, no supplies here at all.
Let battle commence.
Hey, Evo. So. What?
Kill the lot.
More income from raising. I do like raising. Fatigue reduction, huh? That might be useful, especially since I do plan to eventually go full cavalry. Well, we've already lost, like, technically the whole campaign twice, even, and had to reload a save. Let's go with that. We really need some income.
Amazon power.
We really need some income so we can get the bases necessary to finally start getting our upgrade units. That's the word. How like the care models? They suck. All right. So no, they're fine. They're fine. I offer my friendship in all sincerity if you give me 1,600 bronze. We have 2,500 bronze. No. So you just demand that I give you bronze in exchange for nothing. Do you not know who I am? Alright, so tell you what, Spartan. Just for you, I'll give you a real answer. Unfortunately, you're not here anymore because you bailed on me because I put a rag on my head. And that's just, you know, I don't know why you're so raggist. You know, it's not my place.
To recognize truth.
Maybe we need to talk about this, you know? There's nothing wrong with the guy putting a scarf on his head.
I take my leave.
Still don't have enough glory for that. Let's pray to Poseidon again.
Show mercy, divine ones.
No! Stop trying to make me bribe you for a non-aggression pact. No. That'll do. Poseidon has answered my prayer. Yay. Thank goodness. I mean, honestly, yeah, Jay Palmer. How are we at 0? Why are we such a Apollo cult? Like, we have no cult level with anybody, and I haven't done anything to engage in the system other than pray to Poseidon nonstop. Worse, Spartan. So, why do I have a cult, a hugely favored cult of Apollo? That's also not a very useful deity for me to be worshiping, too. So it's just kind of suck. Well, alright, that sucks. I'm just going to leave that mechanic alone, I guess.
All things must pass. What foolishness is this? Reality does not bend to mortal will. Heading to my fate.
Massacre them! This is it!
No, I'm good just continuing to siege. The last time I felt super excited playing a game. I don't know, Tinykin, Maneater, Oxygen Not Included, WoW, obviously. Mario Wonder, that was a big one. Fully upgrade a Horde's Army's main building. Yeah, that's not happening. Final stream of Starfield. Yeah, StarCraft 2. Pretty much the entire Mario block was legit.
We can take them!
What does that require? So many resources. So many resources. My God. I'm sorry, Ross. It's not my fault that the GBA version sucks. I don't even know the GBA version. That really was frustrating. It was so frustrating because I'm like, I'm better at this game than this. I know I'm better at this game than this. And then I went and I picked up the SNES version and I was better at that game than this. And it's like, what? Just, huh? That was just confusing. Yeah, whatever.
Words cannot describe what I have seen. We see only shadows.
Can you do anything?
swear.
No kidding, Ross. I mean, it's entirely possible. There's something messed with my GBA emulator. Although, I've never had issues with whatever I use. God, I can't word right now. What do I use? Visual Boy. I've never had issues with Visual Boy before. I don't know. Maybe I had a bad ROM? I don't know. Exactly. Alright, so we can make an offering to Ares. Or an offering to... offering to Ares. Die, everything. Die. Everything die. Stab. Continue dying. Look, you could come out here and we could stab you. Or you can starve to death. And honestly, I'm ambivalent, you know? I don't care. I'm good with it. Looks like they wanted to starve to death. Okay. Sure. Well, oh, the one. There's one dude who's like, oh, I'll attack you. One guy has taken me up on my offer to die on my spears instead of by his belly. Tell you what, I'll make a compromise. We'll insert spear into belly. I'm just going to take my entire army and attack you with it. A move. Yeah, by the way, ignore that I have an undead spear unit now. Just ignore that. It's fine. It's fine. Unbreakable, resistant to flaking, excellent defense. Yeah, anyways. Did he run? Did he run?
Immediately! Kill! Kill! Kill!
One shiny denarii to the first person to kill him. I got this. I got this. I got this.
Hero is under attack.
Oh, yeah, he's dead. All right, which one of you got that first shot? Oh, I understand completely, King DDD. Of course. It is, of course, the best game I've ever reviewed. Perfection in video game format. How did we take 13 losses in that nonsense? Yes, you're dead.
Yes, I earned this.
So you enjoy that. All right.
I spend little
Let's go
time
scout a little bit.
with men.
The perfect Amazon warrior.
Let's see. I mean, it's the Warhammer 1 engine. It should be fairly polished, excuse me. Let's go with that. All right, can we... Hey, we can upgrade stuff. Hey, Justin. I'm sorry that the bug that's been roaming the universe right now has got you. I mean, good, Yura. No, I want you to be sick too, Yura. I mean, Yura, Europe, it just tracks, right? Let's go with this. That's going to eventually lead to more income, and honestly, that's what I need more than anything else right now. Many? No, Evo. But I've seen a few. Although, actually, hang on. I'm not sure I've ever seen any video game ever that allows you to completely skip combat. I have seen that in D&D, but I've never seen that for, like, everyone. See, they just rename it Europe instead of Europe. Any examples? Sure, Planescape Torment is the obvious one. But no, the real one that came to my mind immediately is the Depression one. I can't think of the name of. Disco Elysium. Thank you. In Disco Elysium, it's actually generally encouraged to completely skip combat. Yeah, I think I'll wait. I need that, so... Yeah, I know...
All deserve death.
Just... no. That might be the only exception, though. I'm not sure I can think of another one.
Just realized my wife never...
No, exactly, Desperado Joe. That's the point being made. Now, having said that, if there's a game with, like, say, a full combat element, like... excuse me. Like Dragon Age Origins. In which you can completely skip the combat. That's not something I'm aware of. Okay, so let's boost to here. I don't care about the spies. I don't care about the recruitment. All I care about is the income from raising. Well, that would be like Dishonored, for example. Which, actually, yeah, in Dishonored 1, you can skip all the combat, and you're supposed to. In Dishonored 2, you can skip all the combat, you don't have to. Also, Thief, while we're on the subject. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Total War Warcraft, no. it doesn't suit Warcraft as a setting all that much. Warcraft really is far more suited towards what is effectively squad-based instead of mass unit, you know, full armies kind of a thing.
The perfect answer.
Let's see. Let's go scouting a little bit more.
Horizon.
Did they get conquered by someone else? Are we not even at war with these people anymore? We're not.
Death finds us
Did someone else conquer? Someone else conquered it. Holy crap. Okay. Well, Probably Evo, if such a thing existed. It doesn't, of course, until you make it. But, yes. Yeah, exactly, Lord Harriman. Yeah, there's not really much of a peasant militia, you know, mass army kind of a thing going on in Warcraft. That's more of a StarCraft thing. It's one of the reasons why StarCraft maps usually involve hundreds of units, whereas Warcraft maps usually involve, like, a couple dozen. Now, whether that's correct or not, that's debatable, but that is definitely the direction they took with it.
My life.
So this is actually an RTS, King DD3, with a very, very light 4X element kind of tacked on off after the fact. Let's do none of these. That's the one I want, which requires lumber. Of course it does. You know what? Actually, Undertale. That's a good answer, Rax. God, you can tell I'm dumb today. Undertale is a game that has a full combat element to it. That you could skip almost all the combat in that game. Hey, finally! Oh, finally. Okay, we're going to start generating resources per turn. Waiting on that for forever. Yes, income from raising. God, give me money! Give me all your money! And then die. Look, I know what I said. Well, combat is kind of a go-to gameplay mechanic. It's so prolific that most people, when they say gameplay, what they actually mean is combat. That's not me trying to be elitist. That's fact. Combat is universal almost in game design. So it's actually percentage-wise quite rare that you have a game that either has no combat at all or has optional combat as a major selling point. Okay, so I need gold for all of those. Jeez. Okay. 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 Let's stick with that. Am I at war with you? Hey, can I kill you? Is that an option? No? Alright. Well, I'm gonna go knock over your town. Okay, bye.
I'll see to it.
I declare war on whoever you are.
Don't hold back.
Who's this guy? Who are we at war with? I don't want harpies in my group. That's a big army. Which just went by me. That's a big army, which did not. We are not actually playing as a nation. We're playing as the roving horde Pensathalea. Mission failed. Yeah, duh. That would have been 3,000 exp, too. And we lost the frickin' agent. God damn, how the hell was that supposed to even happen? Whatever.
I bring slaughter. Cut them down.
Oof. Okay. Yeah, let's try to siege him out a little bit.
Blood.
Let's hope for the best here. Traversal maps, dialogue options are part of gameplay. Absolutely, yes. I've said this before, and I'll say this again. We had a big argument about this when we were first covering Dragon Age Origins several years ago. Dialogue options are gameplay. Wow! Okay. Where did you get this army from hell? Jesus. Okay. The branching paths, the decisions that the player makes, deciding how a quest goes, or what kind of character you are. All of that certainly feels story-ish, but no, it's gameplay. It's part of the gameplay. It is a huge element of gameplay, and it's one of the reasons, the only reasons, I think Planescape Torment will get any pluses to gameplay at all is because it has good dialogue choices, good gameplay options. He just bailed. Yeah, I don't blame him. Well, suck. Okay. Can I... God.
Men.
No. Alright, what are you gonna do? You're gonna run to your hometown. Okay. Are you just irritating me? Is that what this is?
I live for the fight. Show no mercy.
Well, I was gonna besiege you, but now I'm just gonna run over you. So I hope you're cool with that. Because, you know, I'm about to run over you here. I mean, yeah, dialogue bosses is actually a pretty old concept. But a good one. And surprisingly rare. Whoops. You don't really see dialogue bosses all that much. Music can... It kind of actually depends when it comes to music. If a song is just good, you know, hey, this is a cool song, then that's gameplay. But if a song adds to a scene, or an atmosphere, or tone, or an area, that's usually something that belongs under story. Because at that point, it's augmenting the narrative, the context.
Javelins! We live! We fight!
Swift and mighty.
Yeah, actually, Life is Strange 1 is a game I didn't really enjoy, but mostly from a story perspective. That dialogue boss, the one that Lord Harriman's mentioning, was actually quite legit.
Fierce and skill!
What do you got? You got nothing. Alright, go. Go. It is one of the best scenes in the game, and ironically, it's the scene where they get rid of the magical power thing. and bring it down to mundane levels. What? What? God, thing. Sorry, dealing with dinner woes. You know how this works. Alright, so. You're gonna make me come in there and kill all you, aren't you?
Serving our queen! Off to battle!
Certainly!
Yep, there's Cerberus again, just hanging out over there. Like you do. I don't know about you guys, but whenever I really need a break, I just turn into a giant stone statue myself and chill for a few hours.
Penthesilea!
We live! We fight!
We move! Moving up!
We live! We fight!
Favorite sushi? Oh, jeez. I'm gonna go and be boring for a second and admit that I always am a fan of the California roll. It's hard for me to go wrong with that. Possible, but unlikely.
Penthesilea!
Off to battle!
Penthesilea!
No, fake crab, usually, Yura.
This ends here!
Sisters of the sword! Moving up!
Your
Ares
hero
witness
is under
us.
attack.
Really? Wow. Oh no.
Axes! Battle home! Axes! Forward march!
Battle homed! Warrior women!
Victory is close enough to taste.
Yeah.
Man and horse united!
Enemies beware!
Just run here. I know it's a long run. It's okay, you're in great shape.
Ruthless aggression! Moving up! Axes! Advance!
Flank into these. Hello. No, there's no running. What are you doing? There's no running from battle.
Serving our queen!
Ugh, amateurs.
Seeking the fray! Seeking the fray! Axes! Bring their death!
You have no idea who you're Penthesilea! Power shines through! You'll never be safe! Difference breeds strength!
Warrior women!
I know, right, Baron?
Man and horse united!
No, no, no. Don't let him run.
No mercy!
Don't let him run.
This battle!
All right, send in the undead troops.
Man and horse united!
Everyone in chat. You have undead troops? Yes. What, don't you?
Destroyers of men!
That's right. I can't even play a Total War game without having undead troops.
Fierce and skilled! Onward, sisters! Onward, sisters!
Got you!
Yeah, that's the centaur saying that, by the way, Wenlock. In case you missed that.
Centaurs! Immediately!
Let's do this! I hear you! Got it!
Ready, javelins! We move! Enemies, beware! Marching on!
You will soon hold the enemy's victory point.
These guys are putting up a hell of a fight over there. What are you? War chanters.
Distaff warriors! Different breeds, strength!
This is in-game music, yes.
Axes!
I'm in your base, taking your flags. Oh, and I won. I'm gonna crush you first, just really quick.
Distaff warriors!
Just a quick crushing, you know. Just a quick crushing. Ah, yeah, there we go. That's satisfying. I've chosen you in particular to die. It's nothing personal, honest. I needed someone to die, and you were here, you know. I do like the music. I need to jot down a positive if I haven't. Which I haven't, so let's fix that. Favorite Total War game? Warhammer 3, no question. Total Warhammer 3 is just an extremely solid, well-designed, well-crafted game. With great faction variety and unit design. It is fundamentally the best RTS Total War game I've ever seen. Now, having said that, I've heard from several people that there are other ones which might challenge that on the strategic layer, because Total Warhammer 3 strategic layer was pretty anemic, just like it usually is. Enslave?
I survive and thrive.
Oh yeah, we're slavers, by the way, Evo. Sorry. Nothing personal, it's just, you know.
The perfect Amazon warrior.
As we keep leveling, we're not quite at Scarbrand levels, but we're starting to get there. I've noticed she's doing a lot better in battle than she used to. We can be an armor piercer, or we could be doing better against Agamemnon and Achilles. That's funny. Yes, yes, we are literally playing the acceptable targets. Yeah, let's take that. Double fatigue reduction for the entire army is crazy. For those of you not aware, there is a fatigue system in place for every unit. So you walk, and that takes a very small amount of fatigue, or you charge. Charging is obviously faster, but also carries bonuses, especially if you're a unit with a charge attack. Like, you know, she actually has a charge bonus right there. So charging all the time is very, very helpful, and it's a good way to punch above your weight. And we mostly have just peasant infantry, so we need those bonuses. Speaking of, how's our resources? Hey! Please,
We'll camp here.
grant me my wish. Let me start recruiting better troops. Please, 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 please.
Well done, my sisters.
What does this cost? Copper and food. All right, all right. Yep. Commit. Oh, that's a good question. I'll ask that question in the chat too. Yura asks, if you could make a Dark Souls game, Dark Souls style game, set in either Warhammer or Warcraft, which would you want more?
Fine.
I mean, I admittedly am more invested in Warcraft, and I think a Dark Souls game could work in Warcraft quite well. To be clear, I think you're meant Warhammer Fantasy, not Warhammer 40k, if that changes the equation any. Ah, okay.
Kill the sacrificial bull.
I'm an idiot. I was using the mechanic wrong. That's why the religion wasn't working right. And all those people in the VOD, you can not post your comment now. I figured it out. So the right thing raises your rep, and the left thing uses your rep. I thought it was the reverse of that because I'm a moron. So that's why I keep praying to Poseidon and nothing's happening. It's because the pray is what you're supposed to do after you've gained favor with them. So now we have increased move speed. All right. So, how does this mechanic work? So we've got sword and shield. Sword and shield cavalry. Two-handed spear with, better armor. We keep leaning. We keep leaning on our two-handers. But how do I do it? Like you. Ha! There we go. What? Nothing indicates that I need an Ares cult to do this upgrade. And yet apparently I need an Ares cult to do the upgrades. What about the Oathsworn? What about you? I can just do that. Am I using the wrong thing? Is that the problem? Okay, I'm using the wrong thing. My bad. Okay. Yeah, I'm found. So does it retain their rank? Find out. It does not. So it resets their rank to flat. Okay. So that kind of sucks. That also means we want to be upgrading pretty much as soon as humanly possible to get the actual better infantry. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, it looks like we can do some side grady stuff too. Oh, okay. I am with it. It does cost a bit of copper, but we've got a bit of copper, so we're going to spend several of these. Let's try and upgrade all of our phalanx. There we go. Not quite like that, like your fault. But I don't blame you for thinking that. No, the problem with Warcraft isn't obfuscation, it's storytelling. Okay, so now I have a bit more of a handle on how that mechanic works. Dinner is here. So tomorrow, at roughly 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will continue. First, I want to answer Simon's question. Favorite aspects of Warhammer Fantasy? Now I got more familiar with the setting. I do like how there's some actual honest-to-God hope in it. I love the lizards. Lizards are cool. I like pretty much everything that doesn't have to do with chaos in it. You know, the vampires are cool. The frickin' sea undead people, those are cool. You know, basically everything that isn't chaos is cool. And I also I liked Cathay way more than I thought I would. That was extremely neat. The culture, the design, the dragons, etc. Yeah, I think that's everything. We'll talk about this more when we get to Age of Sigmar, because I don't know anything about Age of Sigmar. So, that'll be interesting. Tomorrow.